Hello and welcome, RCSchim in the hangar. Thanks for joining me today. I'm gonna be reviewing the Diatone GT-R90. I got this thing from Banggood. Thanks Banggood for sending me stuff. It's really a tiny sized quad, as you see. It fits in my palm. It was such a pleasure to fly. And you already see the finished modded version that I came up with, which I explain in a bit. We will take a closer look at the used components, just to tell you my opinion about it and show you the amount of fun I had with it. Getting micro quads is easy these days because there are so many. Get a micro quad that's not a toy, but that's a serious toy. For example, you want brushless motors on it and not the little coreless brushed version motors. You want something that's rigid, that has a good frame, like this one. It has 3mm carbon. You want something with a decent cam on it, but later to this. The video transmitter is important as well, and the video transmitter is a really standout feature of this one here. It's a TBS Unify Pro. I'll show you this in some close-ups as well. A Unify Pro fitted in such a tiny quad, that's awesome. You get 25, 200, 500 or 800 milliwatts. And seriously, 800 milliwatts with such a small thing, it's amazing. Of course it has a decent flight control, an F4. You can check the details in the description. It's a decent flight control with Betaflight on it. And it even has Betaflight OSD, so you can adjust the OSD infos you want to have with a few mouse clicks. These are the reasons why this also really flies really good. I mean, I didn't fly it in heavy winds. And of course, if you're such a lightweight copter, you're fighting the wind. It flies like a larger quad. If you have a good camera on it that delivers you the image that you're used to see from a bigger quad, then you're totally tricked into thinking you fly with a 5-inch quad. That's amazing. Only if you approach an obstacle and think, will I fit through there? You should, because it's only like 12 centimeters in width, say 10 centimeters in height with the batteries attached. So it's really a fun obstacle fly-through thing. And with the kind of milliwatt the video transmitter has, you have a lot of potential to go through and behind stuff. Okay, so about the mods I did. First of all, the easiest thing is to change the props, because those standard props are not that good. They are very loud, inefficient, and I don't like the looks either. But these dual props 2035C, they are more efficient and silent, so I like them, and also they look cool. Of course you want your receiver antenna on a zip tie, so it's nice straight forward, or straight upward in this case. It doesn't come with a receiver, so you have your own selection of receivers, I hope. You don't need a really tiny receiver. I have a FreeSky receiver, what's it, an XSR I think. Not really a mod, but I have this Velcro part on the bottom here and the counterpart on my batteries. Batteries are Ace Hay batteries. They're quite good. I use them on the larger mini quads as well. They're a bit more expensive, but probably have a good quality. 75C 650 milliamp 3 cells. You could also use 4 cells on this. I've heard the additional weight and the additional voltage, it doesn't make that much of a difference. So I stick with the 3 cells because it's a blast to fly it on 3 cell. Like on a 5-inch quad, I wouldn't want to go with 3 cells, but 3 cells here feel totally different. So it's enough for acro flying as well. You should have XT30 connectors on your batteries, because you have here on the quad. And yeah, it just looks weird, but I found this to be a great size. Altogether this has 156 grams with an HD cam, so I think that's nice. Yeah, that's maybe one of the reasons for flying these micro quads. Staying below the 250 gram legal limit, where this counts as a toy, is a total advantage, because if this has the flight performance or characteristics of a larger quad, but it's legal in most countries, so you can fly almost anywhere with it. Of course you shouldn't endanger people and shouldn't hurt someone with sharp little props here. that increases my height from flying up to 30 meters with 250 gram to 51 meters. About having fun with this. You can fly it acro and risky. I had so many crashes, like most of the crashes didn't even break props. Different of course on these here, those break quite easily. You get prop guards on the side, I didn't even use them. As the standard camera you get something micro-sized. It's not that bad actually, it's a CCD cam I guess. Nice image, you can totally get away with it. I first tried out the Micro Predator and boy what kind of amazing imagery you get from such a tiny quad with one of the best cams that I know currently in this micro form factor. It's amazing, and it's an easy fit because it has the same connector, it has the same screws to screw in, so really nice to have the Predator on it. But then I wanted to go with an HD solution, of course, and maybe the best mod I did to this thing is I mounted the Runcam Split Mini. It's a tight fit, but it's okay. Like here you see the ribbon cable is a bit squashed and it's in danger there. Maybe you wanna protect it a bit more. The boards, the split boards, are screwed together, heat shrinked and attached on top. But having an HD cam on this thing is really a blast. I mean, you get such a cool perspective. Of course, it's a really wide angle, and if you fly like low and quite fast over objects, it looks amazing. One downside of the Split Mini, and I expected this, and unfortunately I was right. Once the sun comes out, you see the vibrations that you will have on such a small quad. Medium JELLO. So it's not a nightmare, it's not that bad. It's a good compromise because nobody wants to look at DVR footage anymore. But I didn't have too many flights with it because, and that's one of the downsides, and that's why I'm not 100% positive about this quad. One of the motors kinda was faulty from the beginning. I heard it when spinning it up with my fingers. I can hear that the bearings here are already worn out after a few flights, and I'm quite sure that it's not my crashes. So currently I'm waiting for replacement parts. Make sure to get decent props, get a decent free sky receiver you find maybe, or somebody, hi Kloppo, somebody even fit a TBS Crossfire micro on it and get like crossfire range on this thing. And imagine if you have 800 milliwatts here on the video transmitter, and if you have a TBS Crossfire, you can go long range with this thing, which, yeah, is ridiculous. About the video performance. It's a linear antenna and it sticks out like in the back, not pointing up or pointing angled up. It's a bit of a downside, but to be honest, I had good range and I didn't fly that far out. It's scary to fly out that far. You will really have a hard time finding this because it's so damn small, and I couldn't fit a locator on this. So enough of the talking here. Let's move on to a lot of fun I had. I'll probably show you a few of the cool flights which are DVR only, and I have a few cool shots with the Split Mini as well. So check this out now. So as I told you, Banggood sent me this, and they also give you an 8% coupon code, so you get it. Normally it's like $170, which seems like a lot, but yeah, it has cool specs. You get 8% off of that. If that's something you want to consider, check my info box for the coupon code there as well. And all the links and specs that I will go through quickly. Betaflight 321 installed, and the Betaflight settings were just spot on. So the only thing that I changed in Betaflight was this current sensor here was way off. So you have to adjust the current sensor scale value in Betaflight. You have a round of 3 to 5 minutes of flight time with a 650. I told you it has an TBS Unify Pro video TX, that's really powerful. It's locked to 25 milliwatts to stay legal. How to unlock it? It's not that hard. There's a button on it, you press it like 20 seconds and then you can access the power settings as well. There is an excellent video of HPI guy, Rich Wellan from the UK. Check it out, it's in the links below as well. With it shouldn't be a problem for you to switch this to higher milliwatts if you're allowed to. It has a BEC that can supply 1 amp, and that's cool because we can feed our Split Mini nicely with it. The motors are called Edge Racing 1104 6000 kV. So if you prefer to read and see pictures, there's also a really cool review article of Oscar Liang. I also linked it down below. It also helped me figuring out some stuff of this copter. He does a really great job. Thanks for watching. Leave me comments if you have questions, critique. Even if you give me thumbs down, please tell me why. Of course, I would very much appreciate a thumbs up. I would also appreciate if you could go around and share my video if you liked it on your social medias. Thanks for this. Of course, you have to subscribe because you don't want to miss my videos, don't you? So, thanks for being awesome viewers. See you next time. Bye.